There's a marathon in the air. That is what it is. There's a marathon in the air. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I make food and fitness content. And if you're not new here, welcome back to the channel. We're back again. It is day one of marathon training. I am running the Chicago Marathon in October. Actually welling up a bit as we talk about this. I am so excited. I'm just so ridiculously excited to run 42.2 kilometers. You don't even know. You actually don't even know. I can shout about it and you still won't even know. That is how horrendously and disgustingly excited I am. And not just that, I'm just so excited for the next 16 weeks of training that I'm going to be taking you guys along with me on. You are going to be coming with me every single step of the way. Now, me being this excited does not alleviate the fact that I am incredibly nervous. If you are new here, you might not know this, but last year I was actually supposed to run the Chicago Marathon. My first time running Chicago, but my third marathon. I think I got about 3 weeks into my training block. I was in a ridiculous amount of pain. I was suffering with chronic hip pain at the very beginning of the year. Basically went all through the process. I'm not gonna go into it because I do have a whole video on my injury, and if I'm being completely honest, I just don't even want to talk about it. It is relevant, but I just don't like talking about it because I just want this block to be good vibes, injury-free, all of that stuff. But anyway, I got injured. I then wasn't able to run the Chicago Marathon. I have gone through extensive rehab for my back injury since then, and I am at a point where I definitely feel confident enough to train for a marathon, but that doesn't alleviate the nerves and also the fact that I haven't run over 21 kilometers in, oh my goodness, probably well over a year now. So there is going to be distances in this training block that I've completed before, a 30k, 35k, but I do really feel like I'm starting from scratch. And I know maybe that's just my mind playing games on me, because I'm not. I have these things under my belt, but it just feels like it's been a minute. And if I didn't tell you guys I was nervous, I wouldn't be being honest with you. But it's kind of equal parts nerves and excitement, and I just feel like a marathon training block just gives me so much focus, and it's 16 weeks to truly show up for myself, and that's just something that I'm just so excited for. I can't wait to just put myself first, show up for myself throughout the 16 weeks and just run some amazing runs and take you guys along with me through everything. That's why I wanted to start vlogging on day one, so you are here from day one all the way through to however many days are in 16 weeks. And we step on that start line in Chicago. I would have loved to tell you guys that I woke up extremely organized and prepared this morning, but I've just come off the back of my parents being here for 10 days, and I was so busy this weekend. It was a friend's birthday, which was so incredibly fun, but it does mean that, day one has been a little bit chaotic, but it's also kind of day one and prep day one. That's what we're gonna be doing together. So I kind of felt like this was better than me kind of jump starting being organized with you guys. I can show you everything I'm doing to kind of set up for this training block. So we're going to be doing a big food shop today. I'm going to be mapping out the rest of my month so I can make sure my long run days are in and solidified, because they cannot be missed. You know what, no runs can be missed, but long run days specifically cannot be missed. I'll talk to you guys about the training plan that I'm going to be following, and I'm going to take you guys, did I just say that we're going to go do a food shop? And then I want to do kind of some goal setting. Obviously the aim of the game is to run 42.2 kilometers successfully, but alongside that, I really want to set myself some micro goals over these 16 weeks, and I'll do check-ins with you as we go so we can make sure that, we're ticking all the boxes. And I also know that a lot of us are starting marathon training blocks. I think there is a lot of marathons in October, November time. In fact, I know that there is. It's basically marathon season at the moment. So I know a lot of people start training at the moment. Like I said, this is my third marathon. It's not my first rodeo. I know a lot, I've learned a lot, and hopefully I can kind of share that with you guys. And I've also learned a lot through my injury, and there's kind of some differences in the way that I'll be navigating this training block to my previous training block. So yeah, I can share one of those with you too. But we do have run one of the block. It is actually the middle of the day here, and it is currently 25 degrees. So it's gonna be a really hot and sunny one, but the first run that I have on my training plan is just an easy paced 7 kilometer run. Again, easy pace doesn't mean it's going to be an easy run. It's 25 degrees outside. I'm running 7 kilometers. There's nothing easy about that. It's more in reference to the pace that I'm running at. It needs to be easy in terms of I should be able to speak. I shouldn't feel out of breath or too tired. And the best way to monitor that is your heart rate. So Garmin's are amazing because you have heart rate zones on here. So I need my heart rate to be in zone 2. This is a zone 2 run. So we're going to be tracking that. With the heat, it's going to be harder. This is probably going to be a much slower paced run than I would usually be doing in this zone, just because the heat does basically skyrocket your heart rate. But at the end of the game, heart rate down, zone 2, 7 kilometers, survive the heat, come back and hydrate. And yeah, I'll see you guys after the run. I'm so excited about this. I can't go over it. My car is a literal sauna right now. That was amazing. I had the best run ever. It's like 25 degrees outside, but there's such a nice breeze, and I just was like, I mean, right now I'm about to be drenched in sweat, but I just felt so good and happy and smiley. I feel like I've just, yeah, there's a marathon in the air. That is what it is. There's a marathon in the air. But I basically had parked at Casey's over the weekend and left my car here, and I was like, you know what, why not just run to my car? Which I always think having a different end point rather than doing like half and half, which I do a lot of time, is really good. Why are we beeping? Oh, that AC. Oh my goodness, get those fans on me. Home stretch. I'm gonna down a protein shake, then we're gonna get to the supermarket and we're gonna do that big food shop that we need to get done because I need some fuel in me. Okay, I'm back. I'm freshly showered. Not quite hair washed, did not have time, and I was like, I'm actually ravenous, so we're gonna just jump straight in the car, go get the food shop, load up, and then I'm gonna grab some stuff to make lunch. I'm really feeling like some kind of like noodles and like stir fry for lunch. Like, oh my God, I'm actually craving it so much. We need to go. I was basically doing the food shop and I was like, oh, it kind of sucks because a lot of what I'm going to be eating over the course of like training for this marathon is probably pastas and stuff that I do already have. So I basically will just show you like the bulk of what I got today. Picked up some Oatly cream cheese because I have been missing my creamy pastas. If you know me, you know I lived on Philadelphia like creamy pastas, especially through like marathon training. Like pasta is coming in hot and heavy over the next few weeks. So to be able to make that again is making me very excited. I also picked up some vegan feta. I love this. Like I honestly like this is what I'm having for lunch because I've been craving. Then some beef. So just like proteins for me are just gonna be like beef, salmons, chicken, eggs in the morning, all of that kind of stuff. Speaking of eggs, I also picked up some egg whites. I love these just as like an easy way to get more protein in. Like I always have scrambled eggs anyway, but I'm like, if I could just pour some egg whites in, it just instantly boosts in. Egg whites are so high in protein. Then some more tacos for lunch that I'm gonna be having. Veggies, kind of like the standard stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with that. I did also get some of these. I don't know why I've not had these in so long, but I'm gonna make burgers for dinner with the ground beef that I have because I got some vegan cheese slices so I can make like proper burgers. Homemade guacamole. I do like love making my own, but sometimes it's just a lot easier to buy like pre-made stuff. Speaking of pre-made stuff, a rotisserie chicken. I feel like we all know that those are just a staple in my week. And then I also grabbed some brown rice noodles because I love these. And like I said, carbs are going to be the base for a lot of the meals that I have now. Some lettuce, some ground turkey, which is another source of protein that I'll be having. And then, oh my goodness, I found these. So I think I've told you guys about these ice lollies before. I love these. They now do a tahini one. So it's like a spicy mango ice lolly. Amazing. That's basically the bulk of it, and then all of the veggies. But yeah, that's my food shop for the week to keep me thriving and surviving through week 1 of marathon training. But I think now what I'm gonna do is, like I said, make this bloody lunch that I keep going on about, and I'm gonna join you guys tomorrow morning and we'll sit down and we'll run through like goals and everything and another training session in the week. So I'm gonna take you through all of my training sessions this week just so you can get an idea of what this block is looking like for me. But yeah, see you in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are sat in the world's weirdest, oh hello, the world's weirdest position because my camera does have to be on charge while I do this. I know you want to be involved, I know you do, I know, but you just need to, just give us a minute. I was doing my marathon pre-planning and I want to sit down and do this with you because I always say this, but I think one of the biggest keys to success is being organized. If your life feels slightly chaotic, like mine does at the moment, being organized when you're trying to train to run a marathon is exceptionally important. If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail is what I was trying to say. No, I'm just trying to eat my garment. It's just like exceptionally important. So I am gonna go through and do my basically like month 1 block of training, and I'm gonna write it all out with all of my long runs. So I know every single week what day I'm doing my long runs, and that is like a non-negotiable day. I think something that I really struggle with is like things pop up all the time, and I'm somebody that like, I really struggle to say no to things. So I'm just was like, yeah, I can make it work, I can make it work. But with this, I'm like, no, sorry, that's my long run day. That's actually my training day. Like I just need to be very strict. And if I have everything written down, I know I'm gonna stick to that. So we're basically at the end of June right now. So I'm just gonna be like June/July for this. And I'm gonna map everything that I'm doing socially out. I know you wanna play mermaids. I just got like Yeah, so I've obviously got this week, so I'm not doing it super specifically if I'm like 2 or 3 weeks out, because I think that's just pointless, because almost planning that far in advance is silly because of things coming up. Like, you're just gonna then be like chopping and changing things, and that makes me feel like I'm not sticking to my plan, I'm not being motivated, but really like that is just life. So I always think planning 2 weeks ahead is fine. So this is this week. We can see today I've got my 6-kilometer run that I'm gonna be doing. Then tomorrow I'm training legs. Then I've got a 14-kilometer run, and then I'm doing a full body session on Saturday morning. And then next week I've got everything planned in because I have a trip over the weekend. I know I have 3 days within that week, plus the Sunday when I come back, to get all of my exercise done. So I know I'm basically gonna have a bit of like a crammed kind of early in the week to make sure my long run is done before I head away for the weekend. I'm actually looking not too busy at the moment, which is pretty nice. So I have just put in kind of my long run days on my Fridays. That's kind of usually my favorite day to do them. I feel like I've warmed up for the week, like I'm kind of ready and like raring to go, and like, I don't know, I'm never really doing anything until like the weekend, like socially, so that's always a good time. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about these micro goals I mentioned at the beginning of the video within the marathon, because it's like, why not just utilize the 16 weeks to like get some other stuff out of it? Like, I think that's such an amazing goal, because yeah, 14.2 kilometers is the aim of the game, but it's just nice to have some little like kind of micro achievements in there that you can kind of tick off as you go. So my first micro goal, and probably one of my biggest alongside this blog, is to build some muscle back. I have lost like a fair amount of muscle kind of like over the past few months and over my injury, and like when I look back at like when I trained for Paris Marathon and New York Marathon, like I could just see like how strong my legs looked, and I love feeling strong in my body, and I just don't feel that at the moment. So I'm gonna be like building my muscle back. That's a big aim of the game, and in order to do that, we're gonna be eating more food. So we're gonna be eating in surplus. I'm gonna be eating more protein, trying to get loads more protein in, and dedicating myself to my strength sessions. Sometimes with things like this, I think when you're doing your runs, you're like, okay, well I've ticked the boxes of my runs, like I don't need to do anything else. It's like the strength training is so important. So just making sure that my gym sessions are also a non-negotiable. My second goal of the blog is rest and recovery. Now, I know that's gonna sound like obviously, but it's taking that rest and recovery really seriously. Like, I'm gonna be going to my physio twice a week. I need to make sure that I'm showing up for those sessions, and I'm making sure that like they don't get kind of lost in the way of like, you know, everything else. And I'm not just like, again, it's the same thing in strength session, like, oh well, I've done my runs, like I don't need to go to my physio. And I'm like, you do. Like, even if I'm feeling good, like I still need to be showing up to those physio sessions and like doing the training and the rest work that he's doing with me as well. So non-negotiables. Number 3, and this is something that I've learned from my previous marathons, and you know what, I don't know whether this will happen. I'm gonna really try for it not to happen, but it's don't burn out. I have found through both of my training blocks that I've done for marathons that I have often ended pretty burnt out. And again, it's just like allowing yourself to be too busy around the training. Like, I know that those peak weeks are going to be so hard and they're going to be the most challenging, and I just need to make sure that during those weeks I am looking after myself mentally, I'm looking after myself physically, and I'm not like overloading myself for social occasions and doing too much. So don't burn out, and I'm gonna put underneath like say no. I am such an advocate for like saying yes to everything. Like, I think you should just say yes to everything, take every opportunity, hang out with every person, but there are always sacrifices that you have to make. And when you're dedicating yourself to running for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 4.2 kilometers, you do have to make some sacrifices. That is a hard goal. Like, it's a hard thing to reach. In order to achieve a hard thing, you have to do a hard thing. And then the other one is supplements. So this is including protein shakes, electrolytes, prebiotics, all of those kind of things. Like, I have got so much better at that this year, and I've really found things that I think work for me. So I've started to take Simprove. I found electrolytes that I really enjoyed every morning. I found a protein that I really like now that is dairy free, which is great because I can start incorporating a protein shake into my day, which means I'm getting more protein in, which was something that I was really struggling with at the beginning. So I just need to make sure that I'm keeping on top of those, because they truly make me feel so much better when I'm training, especially with electrolytes and training in the heat. That also does include hydration as well. And there are my micro goals and my main goals. I'll probably do this with you guys like as we go through the kind of training block. Like, I'll show you how I'm navigating busyness, because, you know, like, I'm one for saying that you can kind of balance both, but like there will be a point, like I've said, that I do have to make some sacrifices, and I'll definitely take you guys along on that journey. These long runs and runs are not missed. Like, a run cannot be missed. Full stop. Okay, so we did have a bit of a bust on the gym. You will see I'm not in the gym environment. I'm still at home. I did actually try to head to the gym, but yeah, it's not every day you can't get to the gym because the police have shut down the roads because there's an active shooter running around. So unfortunately will not be able to go to the gym. I think they were like closing down all the buildings and stuff around that area anyway. So came back, we are gonna adapt and overcome. So I'm actually gonna screencast from my phone a Pilates workout and do an indoor Pilates workout, because along with this training book, I really want to keep up with my Pilates. It helped me so much through my injury and I just love it so much. But sometimes for me, like I do love reformer, but I struggle to kind of make the time outside of like running and the gym to then like get myself to the Pilates studio. So I'm gonna start doing my like Pilates at home, I think, just with like minimal equipment. So yeah, I'm gonna get a really fun little Pilates video up and just do that. I think I'm gonna do like an ab circuit, nothing too crazy, because tomorrow morning I have got a run and a gym session just to make up for the mismatch today.
I miss that sexy smile, looking forward to see you. I hope I will lose control. Love you every night, no checking the time, just us loving you all night long. I can let you go, baby, it's the right, we already know, and we feel it. I really do, I say the truth, we can't go any road. Need you now. I'm your queen and you the king right now. It's a kingdom, let's play it high and low.
Good morning, team. We're on our way to workout 2 of the day. So I did actually get up and get my 6 kilometers done this morning with Charlotte and Casey, which was so nice. There is no better way to start your day than to get up and just run around and chat with your best friends. Like, we just had such a nice catch up. So that was really lovely, but like not really much to report there. It was just nice, easy pace. Did like the 2 to 3 effort level that I did for the previous run in the week. So yeah, not the most exciting run from like a stats point of view, I guess, but we've got a long run tomorrow morning. But like I did mention yesterday, it's a double day today. So I'm off to train legs. I'm doing it with my physio. I was obviously hoping to get it done in the gym yesterday, but I was like, you know what, like I'm seeing Steve anyway today. Like we either do kind of like a recovery session or more of an active session where we'll do like kind of like some weightlifting and strength building for like those areas that need like that big area of improvement, or we'll do like a recovery session. And I've also got a session with him tomorrow, so I kind of got back-to-back ones, and I was like, I'm definitely going to want to utilize tomorrow for recovery, and I'm feeling like I really want to do something like pushing myself today. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to like, let's do some strength training, like let's work hard today. So that's what I'm going to do, and I can take you guys along for the journey and show you everything I'm doing to keep my like glutes and hamstrings and quads like super strong. Like I mentioned probably many times in this video by now, that's like one of my main aims of the game. One of my main aims of this game is to build up my quads and my glutes. Like, where have they gone?
Doesn't make you feel, or you wanna change, I'll be whatever, watch you like. We can dance, you got to move tonight. Stars are watching us in the sky. I wanna last it forever. It's a sexy smile, looking forward to see you. I hope I won't lose control. Love you every night, no checking the time, just us loving you all night long. I can let you go, baby, it's the right, we already know, and we feel it. I really do, I stand the truth, we can't go any road.
Good morning, guys. It is long run day. It's 14 kilometer long run day. I'm not going to speak too much because I just woke up, and to be honest, I'm kind of tired. So I'm going to get my SHIT together and just do everything I need to do to get on this run, like breakfast, food, fuel, pack my vest up, get my trains on, and get going. But I'll walk you through everything just with a nice musical montage. Now let's walk, breakfast eaten, I've dressed, had some hydration, packed my vest, and we're ready to rock and roll. First of all, quick public service announcement. Guys, my MP Edit pink shorts are back in stock this week. I'm gonna put the link instantly on my Instagram story when they're in stock. They're back, and these are the best. Like, they're the cutest. I literally love them so much. They're just so comfy and cozy. But yeah, this is the run fit. We've actually got full MP basically. Gone for a very pink blood. On trainers, pink run socks, MP shorts, MP top, and then I do have this on a brown. I like this one because you can fasten it quite tight at the top. I am basically really trying to look after my boobs at the moment. Like, I have breast implants, in case you didn't know, and when I'm running a lot and doing a lot, like sometimes they get a bit sore, and I noticed that through like my last training block. Like when I would do like a longer run, they would just get a bit achy the next day, and I was like, that doesn't feel like a good sign. So I'm really trying to try out some more supportive bras as opposed to like the kind of itty bitty ones that give me no support at all. But yeah, let's do a quick little warm up, quick little bounce around, stay quick, a decent little warm up, and then get on the road and get that 40 kilometers ticked for the week. In. It's a little bit muggy today. Just hit 5. I'm feeling really good, but I have just hit 5, so I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself. But yeah, 5 down, 9 left. Just hit 7. Still feeling good. I say I was feeling really good at 5 because, to be honest, the dip I was just on was like a big decline. So I'm about to hit the flat, which I always feel like kind of shocks the system a little bit because suddenly like, oh, gravity isn't helping me. Like, this is all me now. So I'm kind of thinking maybe like 7 to 12 is going to be a little bit of a push, and then hopefully the last 2 have a big surge of adrenaline and we'll ride it all the way through. Just hit 10, 4 more to go. I'm actually still feeling really good even though I hit the flat. Like, I don't know what's going on. Well, I mean, I do. I told you there's a marathon in the air, that's what's going on. I'm feeling really good. Hopefully this just holds on for the next 4 and then we can have a really strong finish to week 1, long run 1 of the training plan. Hey guys, just hit 12. Oh no. Just under 2 to go. The sun's kind of peeking out now, so I'm definitely feeling a little bit tired, but I'm just reminding myself I can do this. It's 2 kilometers. You can hold on for 10 minutes. I can hold on for 10 minutes. That last kilometer killed me. I don't know what happened there, but I actually ended up getting quicker. I think I was just like, I just want to get this kilometers done with. Not the aim of the game, but the game that helped me reach the aim. That was quite smart. Oh my goodness, this feeling is like the best feeling in the world. Like this is why I run. Like this feeling right now of just like accomplishing something, finding it hard but accomplishing it, finishing strong, and just being like, oh my goodness, like I've had such a good week, and like looking back on the week being like, I've had 3 incredibly great runs this week. Like I've enjoyed every single one. That doesn't mean they're easy, but I've enjoyed them. And what more could you ask for week 1 of marathon training? Like even when I was running then, I was just like, oh my god, I'm just so excited. Like I'm just so excited to run this marathon. And there was like little dips that I had, and I was like, no, like when you have a dip, all you need to do is like visualize yourself on that start line. And I haven't really been able to kind of do that for a while because I haven't had like a big focus point for my training, and like it just helped so much, and it made the run feel like it had so much purpose. And I feel like maybe that's what my running journey's been lacking. And you don't need a race to have purpose when you run. Like your mental health and your well-being can be that purpose, but I am someone that thrives off of that, and that was like the whole kind of way I started running. And I kind of lost that last year, and obviously like the beginning of this year as well, like not really having a big goal. And like I'm just so excited about this. Like I just am so excited and have such a good feeling about it. And like when I was visualizing it when I was running, I was like, no, like I'm actually like this is like happening. Whereas I feel like last year when I did my Chicago training block, like I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, and like there was just a lot of negativity around my running and around like my training, and you know, like I think I kind of knew deep down how injured I was, but I just didn't really want to like accept it. Whereas like now I'm like, no, like this feels amazing. This is the first marathon training block I've done in 2 years where I've had no injury, and also like I had the realization like I get through the whole training block in LA. Like that's so amazing, that's so fun. I'm just so excited. Okay team, we're on the road. We're going to Physio session 2 of the week. I mentioned this yesterday, but this is going to be like a mainly recovery session. I will not be doing any more strength training. Guys, my glutes after yesterday, like it just goes to show like you don't need to do a lot to have impact, because I can feel the impact in my glutes, my hamstrings, and like they are feeling like sore. Like it was those bloody Bulgarian split squats, deadlifts. So I did get back from my run. I didn't have as much time to stretch as I wanted to because I had a nail appointment. I know that might not seem like a priority over stretching when I have an injury. It's not. Stretching is a priority. However, I do have a date this evening and my nails were not looking literally speak of the devil, BRB. Okay, that was such funny timing on his behalf, but I have a date tonight, so I was like, I had like nubs that I chewed, and I was like, I have to get these these done. I feel like we haven't had a catch up on like my dating life in so long, and I feel like I really spoke about my dating life like a lot like previously, and I think after, you know, like me and like my ex broke up and it was all like super like, you know, I talked about it a lot online because I kind of like shared like how I kind of got over it and like healed from it and all of that stuff. And honestly, like that really truly helped me like get through that period of my life, and you guys like really helped me with that. But I think after the back of that, I was just always, I don't know, like I always felt like a bit like, oh, like I don't really know what to share or like what not to share. But I definitely feel like through not sharing it and talking about it as much this year, I know this is not the point of the vlog, this is like marathon focused vlog, but you know, like I like having little chats with you halfway through. But yeah, I think through like not sharing my dating life like the beginning of this year and kind of like last year, like it kind of made me realize how much I miss it, because I love like watching content where people kind of talk about how they're navigating dating and things like that, because like at the end of the day, like we're all just trying to figure it out, and like it's not an easy thing to figure out, and it's also like a nice thing to share, like especially when like you're having a nice time and dating things. Like I feel like when I see people dating having a nice time, I'm like, oh my god, that gives me hope, because I have been in the dating trenches for the past like year, and I feel like I'm coming out of the trenches. I know I have like kind of briefly touched on it, like I think I mentioned to you guys like I was dating someone like basically from kind of like February. That situation did end a few weeks ago, like not because of like any bad blood or anything dramatic or anything crazy. Like someone can be a lovely person, but like that doesn't mean that they're your person. And also I think it's important to kind of realize sometimes in situations like when to walk away if you don't feel like you're getting what you deserved. And that doesn't mean that that person was being mean or that person was like not treating me properly. Like for someone else that person will be great, but like for me, I just was like, I need a bit more from like my person and my relationships and all of that kind of stuff. So that situation came to a close, and yeah, like I am back dating, and I wasn't planning on dating anyone for honestly like a hot minute. Like I was like, I just feel like, you know, like I've got my marathon block coming up, like I don't really want to date anyone. But I think like sometimes when you meet someone, you're like, I can't let this person pass me by. So that's kind of the situation I'm in at the moment. And that's why I got my nails done. Wow, that was the longest tangent from me telling you about my nails ever. But I have just turned up a Physio. I'm gonna park and run in because I'm a little bit late.
I miss that sexy smile, looking forward to see you. I hope I will lose control.
Good morning, guys. I was gonna wake up this morning and I was gonna take us down to the gym and I was gonna do a little bit of a heavier lifting session. But if I'm being like really truthfully honest with you, I've just woken up feeling like a little bit anxious today. I don't really know why, it's just kind of happened. And I think the worst environment for me to be in right now would probably be for me to be in the gym. Like I genuinely was like, I feel like that would probably overstimulate me a little bit. And I loved the like online Pilates class I did the other day. So I think I'm just gonna get my mat out, get in the garden and do like a bit of a longer Pilates flow in the sun this morning and just kind of like be in a like very quiet space that I know. I feel like that's kind of what I want to do. So that's this morning's workout plan. Sorry that it's ending on a bit of a weird note. I don't know why. I just woke up and like, you know, when you just immediately just feel a little bit like overwhelmed. And you know what? This will probably really help. It'll probably like help me get some energy out, get a flow going, and then I can just crack on with the rest of my day. Hopefully I feel a little bit better. But yeah, that's why we haven't even been in a gym environment this week, which is a bit annoying because I definitely want to take you to the gym, show you one of my workouts. But you know what, adapt and overcome is literally like my main thing that I love saying. So that is what we're gonna do this morning. We're gonna adapt, we're gonna overcome, and we're gonna have a really lovely little mat Pilates session. That was nearly so rude of me. I nearly didn't sign off the vlog. Why do I always do that? I knew movement was going to make me feel better, and that like Pilates flow just really got me like out of my head and into my body, and I feel so much better. I'm like ready for the weekend now. Like at first I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm staying in bed all day. Got my body moving, got my head in the right place, and yeah, feeling so much better. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me this week. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for week 2 of training for Chicago.